Let me go back to this really quick. This diagram here is our illustration of what we would call modal, what am I calling this? Dispersion. Okay? Each one of these places where it changes angles, so each distinct light, we'll call it each light path, is called a mode. Okay? So each one of these light paths is called a mode. So let's look here. There's one, there's a middle one, two, there's 4 different modes that I've drawn in here. Now can you all see that some of this light is going to get there first? You guys see that? So the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So this middle path is going to get there first. And over a long distance, what you'll get is where it will start kind of dim, and then it's going to go bright, and then it's going to kind of dim out. This is kind of like the distortion we saw with our electrical cable, right? So you see that? Starts dim, goes lighter, and then dims out. Over a long distance, it ends up being hard to tell when the light's on or off. You guys, does that make sense? You guys can draw your diagram again. I'm about to draw another diagram. I didn't want to draw the multi-mode one again. All right, now, there is a different kind of fiber. Oops. Multi or single mode fiber is so narrow that there is only one mode that can propagate. Okay? So that other fiber I drew was a little fat. If you get one that's nice and thin, the way the light is structured, you guys remember how a light is a wave? The width of the fiber is such that you cannot squeeze another light wave in here. That is wild, isn't it? Come on, that's totally cool. So there's only one mode that can propagate in a single mode fiber. And what do we care about here? Hello? I got a question. No. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so in this case, modal dispersion is no longer an issue. Okay, so we don't have that distortion problem. It's only attenuation. Okay, so this will only attenuation is going to limit the length. So if we look at these, this is a little fatter. The fiber's a little fatter here, but it does have kind of a distance limitation because of that dispersion idea. So multimode is the other kind. Multimode is easier to work with. It has a fairly good distance. You get 1 kilometer or so. So 1 kilometer or so of distance, this makes it good for LANs. Okay? So if you look around ODU, they're using multimode. 1 kilometer is pretty far, and they can probably, I would bet the whole campus is within that distance. Yeah, that seems right, doesn't it? Or this area anyway. Single mode though, you know, splicing these together is tough work. This is carrier stuff. This is basically carriers only, but they like it because they can go multiple kilometers without having to worry about repeating the signal or regenerating the signal. So this is for carriers. But single mode is really cool.